Come on, let's get nuts.
Damn it! Start out. See, I knew I was going to do that. Jesus. I tell you what, it wouldn't be a Film Junkee Live without me not turning on the microphone. Jeez. Ugh, damn it. Audio. Yes. It would not be. Let's go through all that again. Restore the Snyderverse? Yes, let's do that. Us United? Like it. All right, and we got happy motherfucking New Year, people. Cheers to the Snyder Cut. Yes, the Snyder Cut was an accomplishment. Oh, you know it wasn't going to be a show without me not having the audio on. Damn it. That's one of the things I'm going to work on for 2022. Happy New Year, John Smith. We got Josh Vargas here. Good to see ya. Happy birthday. Not my birthday, but it's probably somebody's birthday. It's my brother's birthday at midnight. Happy New Year, Laksu. How you doing? You made it. What's going on, Code? How you doing? Binge watching the Batman the Animated Series as you do. As you should. That's right. Happy New Year's, Dave. If Jim Carrey was a DC fan, it would be you. Thank you. I take that big time compliment. What's going on, Will Diesel? Good to see Diesel, I should say. Good to see you. Yes. Happy New Year's. Restore that Snyderverse. Yes, baby. And we got Mama Film Junkee. And we got Scott, who's multitasking. That's right. Can't stay because you have an annual Middle Earth Marathon. Nice. Yes. And then, of course, the inevitable muted of the microphone. Just would not be a Film Junkee Live without me doing that, I tell you. Get too excited, taking that week off. Man, I tell you, what's going on, JD? Yes. Now we're good. Sorry about that again, guys. It's one of the things I got to work on is that damn freaking button. I had it all ready to go, too, and sure enough, just didn't hit the button. So anyways. All right. How trending is the Snyder Cut now? I don't know. I haven't looked. Somebody update us. Somebody update on where we're at with the whole hashtag right now. That'd be cool. What's going on, Jose? What's going on? Happy New Year, you filthy animals. You filthy animals. What's going on, Marcus? Happy New Year to you. All right. Faith, Alfred. Faith! That's what I'm talking about. So, yo, legend. Good to see ya. All right. So, thank you guys for clicking in as per usual. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to become a member. You got all that. You got the Patreon. We got the Film Junkee Closet. Everything like that. Hopefully, I'm going to plans to, optimize some of this. Just get everything going a little bit more. But, hey, I got this. So, let's go ahead and crack this open. Let's open this up and get the party started already. All right? So let's not point it at the camera. There we go, guys. Happy New Year to you guys. And we shall pour. Oh, shit. Easy there. It's quite bubbly, apparently. Quite bubbly, so. Everybody's filing in. What's up, Captain Gator Girl? Good to see you. All right, so let's pour a little bit more. Yes. Happy New Year. Yeah, there we go. All right, cheers, guys. Let's have a good 2022, okay? And, last day, of course, had to be a little bit of a bummer because Betty White died. So let's all raise our glasses to her, too. 99 years old. What an icon. Just hilarious. Anytime she did bits and everything, anything that she was a part of, she always, she rocked it. So, man, I tell you, I was like, we just couldn't have, the last day of the year, we had to lose Betty White, 99 years old. In a couple of weeks, she was going to turn 100. Thought she would make it, but sadly she didn't. But yeah, cheers to Betty White, Also, Happy New Year to you guys. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys clicking in. Yes, I was, in fact, in Vegas. Last minute trip that I got invited to because somebody else bailed out on a friend's trip. So, yeah. So basically, it was just me thinking about, like, okay, should I go to Vegas? Because, mind you, I had to still work. I still worked. I still worked and, still made plenty of time to get my work done, daytime job. Luckily, that's what's the beauty part about working mobile is I was perfectly okay with that. But, it was a little rough. Let's just say Liquid IV and coffee were my go-tos. I mean, if you guys ever, you're going to have a night of drinking, get some Liquid IV. That stuff really helps. It hydrates the absolute shit out of you. Take it before, take it during, take it after. Kind of keeps the hydration going where you don't wake up with gnarly hangovers. And I tell you what, that stuff was saved my life, I guess you could say. What's going on, Carrie? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Yes. Just talking about my week, which was good. But I think 4 days in Vegas can be a little bit much. Can be a little bit too much because towards the end you kind of just go, I just want to go home. I want my bed. I just want to go. I've been walking up and down Fremont Street for like 3 straight nights. I don't know if I want to do it again. It's just kind of, you get a little tired of it. You do get a little tired of it after a bit. I mean, unless you have full on like a plan, like a big, huge plan for almost a week or, 4 days in Vegas, then that's okay. But I mean, after a little bit, after like that 4th night, it was kind of just like, I want to go home. Or, that last night was kind of, geez, I just wanted to go home to my bed after a bit. And of course, you have to drive back, which took like about 7 hours, I would say 6-7 hours because there was a storm. It was raining. Great times. What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not going to go into the details with the shenanigans that happened. I'm just kidding. Not like anything crazy happened or something like that. It was a lot of stuff. Fremont Street equals tourists. But it's fun. It's fun. There was a place called Nerd that I went to that I thought was pretty cool. And there was like a Toy Shack place that was right across the street that had all these old toys and collectibles and everything like that. That was a cool spot. And Nerd, little run down, but it had a little bowling alley, so I did some bowling and you can actually ride a giant penis, which is interesting. Yeah, they don't have a mechanical bull. They have a mechanical penis that you ride. So that was interesting. So, yeah. Happy New Year's, Eric. Good to see you. People shooting off fireworks. Is that what's happening? That's going to be happening all night tonight. That's for sure. Woo! That's exactly what it was right there. Yes. Happy New Year's, Anthony. Good to see you. Yeah. So, yep. So my week was fun. But like I said, when you get to that 4th day, you're just like, I want to go home. I just want to go home. So, but we made it. We made it back. Off topic, would you approve of Stephen Amell coming back to the DCU's Green Arrow or not? I liked him as Oliver, But I mean, if they're gonna do a film version, a movie version, I think I'd want somebody else to. I've always been partial to Charlie Hunnam. I always liked him as Oliver. I was always figured that he would be a really good Oliver and everything. So. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, guys, we're getting ready for it. We're going into the new year with a bang here, hopefully. But hopefully you guys be safe tonight. I'm going to my friend's house, who I always go to my friend's house every New Year's, and we either do something or stay in or whatever the hell. I don't know. But it's always fun, so that's what I'll be doing tonight. So hopefully you guys will be doing something. Be safe. Don't be driving around like idiots or anything like that, because the cops will be on high alert tonight, that's for sure. I remember one year, I actually did drive around because I had to drive people different places, and I went to like 3 different spots. This was a long time ago. One of the stupidest things I could have ever done, really, because, I mean, you just never know. There was cops like everywhere, but luckily made it home safely. Jeez. Never did I ever do that again. That was when I was stupid and young and in my 20s, You know how it is. I actually don't think that was in my 20s. I think that was even earlier than that. Anyway, so, all right, let's go to the tweets. Who wants to look at some tweets? I tried, guys. I really tried Because remember in my video where I talked about how there was not going to be any Film Junkee lives this week? I guess I kind of lied. Oops, gotta turn that off. I try to say that I was going to take a complete break. I was going to disconnect from Twitter. The whole 4 days I was in Vegas. That lasted about 2 days. So, it's whatever. It happens. And then I started, when you're waiting for the night's shenanigans, and while I was, working and stuff like that, in between doing things, I just happened to look at my Twitter. And yes, it was like, of course, the first day I get an alert on my phone that a new Batman trailer came out, and I was like, oh shit. So I watched it, and it's pretty fantastic, of course. We'll break it down a little bit on this stream. And then, of course, ZACK being ZACK, posting some stuff, and everybody in the fandom, of course, getting out their jeweler's loop and their magnifying glasses just to see what exactly does he mean something, what's going on. There's 7 chairs. What the hell? God, you gotta love ZACK. So, yeah, so there was all that, and then, of course, other stupid stuff that, we'll talk about right here. But let's go to the tweets. All right, let's see what happened today. Okay, so this guy, Vanimation Films, I think you're in the chat right here. But, man, I am so disappointed that I am now just seeing this, because I think this has been on your YouTube channel for a bit. But, my God, if you guys haven't seen this is really good right here. Really good. Just a nightmare sequence. Kind of blew my mind. The music is so haunting. Look at that. Look at all the skeleton heads. This is crazy. There you are, Vanimation. This is so creepy. So freaking creepy. Then you got Green Lantern showing up. You got Superman right there. Jesus. Oh, shit. Jeez. Full video on his site, man. That's just so creepy, man. Tell you what. Oh, good job. Good job, Vanimation. When I watched that, I was like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Oh, I don't follow you yet? Well, there you go. You get a follow for that for sure. All right, this is a cool poster for Batman Forever. The Schumacher cut, Joel Schumacher cut, the Schumacher cut. I like that. It's pretty cool. It's a cool little poster. Hey, Clay Staub. Is it Staub? Stab? You're scared, Jose? It's all right. I'll hold you. He's been, I guess this is what he's been teasing, the new project that he's been doing right here. This is what he's been posting. He's been posting these images since pretty much all month. And first started off with Liz Wonder, inspiration right here. And look at that. Look at that drawing right there. These are freaking awesome. And then adding a little bit of Nightmare Batman right there. Yep, and then we got Nightmare Joker, which is pretty damn sweet. And then he's just got some more. We got Nightmare Cyborg going on right here. So, yeah, he's really cooking up something pretty amazing. And then just up, what's going on here? Yeah, a little bit of green. Hey, there's the Green Lantern right there. Wayne T. Carr showing us right there. I mean, jeez. Freaking look at the costume and everything. Obviously we haven't got a full look at what the costume would be like. We kind of, we're still hoping that ZACK releases the shot of Wayne T. Carr full on in the Green Lantern costume. I guess one of these days he will. I don't think the scene was never complete when it came to visual effects, but one specific shot, of course, was completed. So good stuff. But really dug that. But yeah, that's what Clay Staub's been working on right there. Hope. Right there. Hope. And he said, yep. And we got Wayne T. Carr, of course, responding to it, so that's good. Good stuff. Look at this right here, man. Yeah, we're going to get some Catwoman and Batman teaming up and kicking fucking ass, like the Riddler's henchman right here. It's just going to be bad. I don't know. The fight choreography is looking pretty damn good when it comes to the Batman. I don't know about what you guys think, but yeah. So where are we at right now? With the Snyderverse? Let's see. Where are we at? I guess we'll get there. We got Ray J. Mahoney. That's a pretty cool poster right there. I really like that. I don't know if he actually did it. Lemuse, I think, whoever put it right there. Yeah. All right. And yes, rest in peace, Betty White. Man, I tell you. Ryan Reynolds said the world looks different now. She was great and at defying expectations. She managed to grow very old and somehow not old enough. We'll miss you, Betty. Now you know the secret. Yeah. So that's cool. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Then we got Steen Illustration right here with the Nightmare Crew. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, there's a lot of people passing around. We got Butterbar right here, passing around a bunch of art that they were doing. Because today was a trending day, of course, for Restore the Snyderverse. So somebody tell me, somebody out there tell me, try to find the number right now. Unless I'll just look it in. I don't know. Look out for it right there. Then we got this from Nemo. 5877. This is a cool shot of Justice League right there. I like it. And of course, we've got some art right here, some old style comic book covers when it comes to Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah. Here's the cool from Fear Jason, showing, of course, the man himself. The man himself. And hey, Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't really want to talk about stuff like this, but hey, she was found guilty, and apparently the prison guards have switched off the security cameras. And this is kind of funny. Hey, I've seen this one. If this lady ends up suicided, then we know that, it's just gross. Just like Epstein. Remember, he was suicided. Suicided, you got to do it past tense, like it's I don't know, like it's she's gonna, if news comes out that she committed suicide, we know it's bullshit. We just know it's bullshit. We do. I was watching Zack Snyder's Justice League last night, guys, and I really like this dress on Gal Gadot. This is my favorite Diana dress. I'm just saying, it's a good dress. Just the way that it looks, with the lacing on the tie, and everything. It's the fabric, guys. It's the fabric that looks really nice. The stitching and the way that it just kind of just shows the body. God, I was watching last night, and I was like, geez. I'm like, this dress just is form fitted on her body right there, and I mean, look at the abs and everything, and it's just kind of, hey, you gotta appreciate the work that these actors and actresses put in for these roles. They get in that shape, and I mean, it just was really showing right there because when she's wearing the Wonder Woman costume, yeah, you see like her arms or some of her legs, stuff like that, but you don't really see the midsection. It's completely covered. So I was just like, damn, gal, look at that. She's got that freaking six-pack going on right now. Jeez, tell you what, just really good stuff. Restore the Snyderverse. Yeah, it's good things. Here's a cool little poster for Batman '89. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when it comes to Restore the Snyderverse because, my God, I like this right here. This is pretty cool. This little edit right here. It's a perfect little edit of behind the scenes of Cavill, and then I like that. It's fucking awesome right there. Good edit. Perfect edit, to be honest. Yeah. Just amazing. It's just amazing about, this stuff. I mean, it's entirely a set, green screens and lights, and it's just boom, right there. Just so freaking awesome, man, I tell you. It's a cool little edit right there. You got Alex Ross showing some art right there, which is good. Look at that. We passed $400,000, guys. Happy New Year. There you go. Good job. Just say it. No, it's not. It's not just, no. Captain Gator Girl. It wasn't just, yes, of course the boobies look good. Of course, but it was just mainly that I was looking at. That. I mean, there was like other angles where you like saw more down. She has the V going. Anyways, why am I talking about that? Stop it. No, but congratulations, guys. Over $400,000 raised in the Autumn Snyder Tribute Fund. So good job. Keep on throwing money at it. Never stops. I always provide that link down below. Under all my videos, all my streams, always will have that link. So make sure you guys do that. Check it out. So what's going on, Andre? But no, it wasn't the boobies. It was more the stomach and just the way that she put in the work. Gal putting in that work and just saying, "Oof, man, it's okay. We could appreciate it, right? We could appreciate it, right? We could appreciate, of course, the male physique, which Zack does. He shows the male physique, but also you got the female physique. I mean, obviously that Amazon scene, my God. I was watching that again last night, and you see that slow motion shot with the hammers and taking out the pillars. I mean, geez, that's what Zack is great for. And he always talks about, the body, the human body. He loves like just getting his actors in top physical, the way that they, and the thing that's great about it is he works out with them. He's also very much into that. So this is pretty funny right here. Just got to appreciate it. And then, hey, some Project Justice League, before certain people were involved with, basically, what they were going to do here. Nicotine, I know you're out there. Andre, this is what it was supposed to be more of before certain people took over. And it's looking pretty spiffy. Do I have sound? Yeah, so good. Project Justice League. There you go. So we got something new coming out with all that. Okay, everybody, the more the merrier. Keep on keeping on. So there you go. Good job. We got Richard Citrone, of course. Richard Citrone. This is Richard Citrone. Mind you guys that, yeah, some of these shots, it's not Batfleck. It's actually Citrone that's pretty much doing some stuff right here. So, yeah, so Zack obviously posted this shot that he had in his camera reel. Probably after, when Matt Reeves posted the Batman trailer, some people were getting upset with the fact that Zack posts, like, his Batman shot. It's like, no, he's just showing... I hate it when people think that Zack's trying to steal thunder, when it's like when he's actively said that he is so much looking forward to Matt Reeves' Batman. I mean, so that's what I just hate it when people say that kind of stuff, like he was trying to steal thunder, but no, he's definitely not. But yeah, remember, some of these shots were Citrone, and then some of them, of course, the main shots where you actually see full frontal, I guess you could say. Of course, it's Affleck, so good stuff. That's cool. Hey, I mean, it could happen, right? It could happen. No, it's not going to happen, but, thought it was a cool shot. Good job, Mr. Aaron Bailey. Good job. No problem, Andre. No problem. Okay, we'll talk about that. Let's see, what else? This is a cool shot of Larry Fong and Zack Snyder right here for Dawn of the Dead. Really cool. Like it. I think it's Dawn of the Dead, or is that something else? No, I think that's Sucker Punch, actually, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, and then, Matrix, all that stuff. I think we're pretty much not going to go through too much. Here's another cool little poster for Batman Returns. I like it. Yeah. And this was kind of funny, too, because this honest Snyder fan, they tweeted out this, and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought there were certain sides of the fandom that didn't want anything like this. Nothing that was a novel at all. So I was like, hey, careful. It's gonna happen. So yeah, here it is right here. I don't know if I should show it. I don't know if YouTube would be okay with showing the mechanical penis, so I'm not gonna show it. But here's some of the stuff that was in that Toy Shack place. Yeah, the Ghostbuster stuff had that, of course. Yeah, but yeah, and then of course this was they had this Walter White creepy looking figure right here. Los pollos hermanos, right? So, all right. I think that's good enough. All right. So the main topic, of course, is cancel Dave for not. I know. Well, no, I messed up. I thought it was because I saw a bunch of bodies down there, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Dawn of the Dead. No, wait, that's not Dawn of the Dead. It's Sucker Punch, right? Yeah. That's 300. Oh, it's 300. See, I'm terrible. Okay. Well, there's a lot of Zack Snyder movies that have bodies. That are dead, that are just all over the place. So there you go. 300. Yes, cancel me, please. That's what I'm gonna go into 2022 being canceled. Yeah. Why not all three? Yeah, all three. There you go. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, yes. That's what it was. Let's take another drink of champagne. There. Now I'm better. It was 300. Okay. I know. Cancel me all you want. But yes, guys, who's got a number? Who's got a tally? What's happening with Restore the Snyderverse? Let me look here. Let me look in the, is it trending? Trend list, all right. Entertainment, okay, so Spider-Verse, Man of Steel. Where are we at with the hashtag restore the Snyderverse right now? I don't see it right here. Let's see. Look at trending. Not seeing it in here. So anybody got a tally? That's what's weird about. That's what's weird about Twitter. I don't know how to find how many tweets are happening with a certain hashtag. Maybe I just haven't looked at it. So, but I don't know where we're at. I know we're probably over 100,000 when it comes to restore the Snyderverse. So anybody has like an updated tally? I'm not seeing it on any of the trend lists, which is also weird that it doesn't do that. But it's fine. Keith Richards. Okay. So I don't know. I'm not seeing where it's at right now. I don't know if anybody has that. So let me know. But yes, there was like a little bit of a campaign to go into the new year of restore the Snyderverse. And one of the main things I wanted to talk about, yes, we're going to talk about the new trailer, Joe. We definitely will. So I know I can't see anything in there. That's what's so weird about Twitter. It's like they have like their trends for you, and you'll see it on your little short list, and then when you actually go into stuff, you don't see anything. The last I saw, it was getting close to 100,000, which I'm like, fucking fantastic. Let's do that. Oh, let's see. We got JD who says right here that, oops. There we go. JD says 115K. It's in my entertainment. There you go. So that's good. So it's 115K right there. So that's good. All right. So it's getting there. It's getting there. Get it to 200K by the New Year's, guys. Let's do that. Nothing wrong with that. But I love it when people tweet out their art and tweet out other people's art and everything that's coming out. And that's what's so great about. I mean, that's what when it comes to restore the Snyderverse. I mean, obviously. There's been some interesting things that have been happening lately, of course, like when it comes to the fandom, which, obviously when you try to take a little bit of a break and then all of a sudden you just get sent stuff and you're like, what the fuck? It's all very interesting. But, when it comes to restore the Snyderverse, I mean, everybody has their opinions on it. Everybody thinks that there's some people that don't think I want the Snyderverse to be restored. You guys know that that's not the case. But what it means to me is just it really is. It's just a message. It's definitely what it is right now. It's a message to Warner Brothers by just letting them know that you guys fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up royally. Okay, you really did. Okay.
Yeah, like Warner Brothers.
That's just what it is. You fucked up because at this time, if they would have just left ZACK alone and let the movies come out, we would have already had like the sequels, essentially the Justice League sequels, which sucks. So what I love about seeing Restore the Snyderverse or anything ZACK related, really trend, just kind of hopefully as a reminder to the current regimen at the current regime, I should say, at Warner Brothers, letting them know that they fucked up. And obviously there's going to be Discovery coming in about April, May of next year, and we're going to see what all that's about, and maybe they'll want to use what ZACK was going to be doing or trying to keep as much Snyderverse in the newer movies as possible. That's what we can really ask for. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, obviously we had Ben Affleck talk about how he's done with IPs, and I know some people are they're having difficult letting that go, and it's whatever. But at the same time, it's like, all right, seems like Ben, after The Flash, is going to be done. I'm kind of curious when it comes to his Batman in The Flash. When it was reported that he actually changed some things, like he received the script, changed some things in the script, and then I guess they shot whatever changes that he wanted. I don't know if it means him being off. And I know there was, with the whole Michael Keaton Batman coming back for Batgirl, that was kind of like all right, that's interesting. I guess Ben is not showing up in Batgirl, which sucks because J.K. Simmons is there. Would be kind of cool if there was another interaction between Ben Affleck and J.K. Simmons. But I guess we'll see. We ought to wait for the context. I mean, that's the thing, is context. What's the story going to be about? What's going to happen in The Flash? What is it going to do to bring Michael Keaton's Batman into Batgirl? And, I am worried that it is going to be that Batgirl Beyond kind of type of story. I am kind of worried about that because I don't really want that. I'll still check it out to see what it's like, but I prefer an actual with Terry. I want that Batman Beyond story, and I was hoping we were getting that. I mean, I kept telling you guys that Michael Keaton wasn't just going to do a one-off. He wasn't going to do a one-off. he wasn't just gonna be like, I'm gonna be Batman one more time. No, he wanted to continue on. And apparently, I mean, at first it was just going to be a one-off, but he was like, no. That's what I kept hearing just from the people. We want some Terry. Yes, I know. So that's what I am kind of worried about that it's just going to be that. But at the same time, I'm kind of going, all right, we'll see what happens. But I hate the headlines that say he's replacing Ben. It's like, it's not replacing, okay? They're two distinctly different Batmans. A replacement would be a different actor playing Ben Affleck's Batman, which was kind of weird because now people were like, man, I wish they would have just recast Ben Affleck. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Why all of a sudden people are changing their tones? You want Ben to be replaced, as in, recast? And it's like, that kind of defeats the purpose. Let's let him go off into the sunset. Let him have his sacrifice, whatever. That's what he was supposed to do in the first place. If we were going to get these Justice League sequels, Batman was going to sacrifice himself. He was going to sacrifice himself for the world. And there was probably going to be, just how great would that have been to see? And hopefully maybe, I don't know, we will see. I don't know. We'll see. But, a funeral for Batman and having the entire Justice League members there and all this stuff. I mean, we had a funeral sequence, obviously, for Superman, which was obviously fantastic in BVS. But just imagine ZACK shooting a funeral sequence for Batman, Bruce Wayne, because I don't think it wouldn't be like how it was in BVS where they had two different, they had one for Clark and one for Superman. I think it would just be like, fuck it, he's dead. Let's just tell everybody it was Bruce Wayne. Let's do it. So it would have been just absolutely fantastic, and maybe we'll see it in some kind of form. I don't know. We can always hold hope for that, but but I'm just kind of curious to see what happens in the Flash that has it where Keaton just has him showing up in Batgirl. So yeah, let's just be happy we get Spider-Man, Batman. Yeah, I know, right? It is pretty good. It is fun. Yeah. So when it comes to restore the Snyderverse, I love it when it trends because it's just it's a reminder to the studio that they fucked up. It's a reminder to the studio. Yeah. But but I know people are saying that, to recast him, and it's just it wouldn't be the same. In my eyes, it just wouldn't be the same because I love Ben's Batman. He's my favorite cinematic Batman. So I'm like, that's why when I saw people talking about him being recast, I was like, that's interesting. And it's funny too because a lot of people are talking about John Hamm being the Snyderverse Batman. I hate it when people say that's Snyderverse is just the DCU. The DCU is everything, by the way. It's the DC extended universe. It's really just everything, but some people always just think it's just the Snyderverse part of it. It's like, no, it's everything. It's the DCU. I think I always looked at it like that. So no, but people suggested John Hamm, and it's kind of funny because I actually thought he would be a good choice in case Ben Affleck didn't come back after the whole Justice League thing happened, because weren't sure if he was going to come back after that. I always thought he would be a good choice, but and then all of a sudden I'm seeing a lot of people suggesting him now. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. What's your thoughts on Clay Style? Well, I talked about that, JD. I think it's pretty awesome what he's doing. He's doing some kind of crazy little art thing, and to continue, to keep the Snyderverse out there, I'm loving the fact that artists out there are still doing art, still talking about it, still pushing stuff out there. It's great. It's great. And another thing too is like when the new regime, the Discovery people, Dave Zaslav and everybody comes in, hell, they might just go, you know what? If you're going to do Green Lantern stuff, make sure it's attached to the Snyderverse. Wayne T. Carr, you're going to be Jon Stewart. Stuff like that. That would be a fucking victory right there. There would be so many different kinds of things. And obviously when it comes to, going back to Ben and him trying to make his movie, sadly, it's sounding like that's not going to happen. But you never know. Maybe the story can be pitched again to DC Comics and they could do something with it, or DC Animation, Warner Brothers Animation, whatever. Maybe something could be done with that. That's always been my look at it is, hey, if we can get something, yes, maybe not everything's going to be live action, but if we can get something, that's fine. But of course, that gets spun into something else, and then, it's kind of ridiculous because apparently there's somebody that was trying to post something, and I posted it last night, which I thought was very interesting. You guys saw it. This little screenshot right here where somebody was, when Zach posted that he was on vacation, and Zach doesn't really care to see anything like this, which this shit just kind of needs to stop. It just needs to stop, okay? So we got somebody that was basically saying that we are bad people again, and of course they spelled my name Peen, yeah. So it's interesting, but they mentioned me twice, which I'm flattered. But of course it says, Pino says Justice League 2 and 3 should be a comic book instead of a movie. Now, of course, that's not what I said. You guys know this. This is straight out a lie. They always try to spin my stuff. And, I said I'd be happy with if that's all we got. And even Zach said, that he has pitched a graphic novel to DC Comics and all that stuff. And, of course, to talk about TPZ, Nerd Queens, Meg, all the people, and just basically saying all that. And it's really ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But this is the kind of stuff that I'm like, all right, can we go into 2022 not doing this? Can we do that? Okay, because the newest thing right now was basically somebody did a poll. I think it's all stems from a poll that somebody put out there that, who's going to cameo in Rebel Moon? And apparently that just kind of triggered that certain little spot of the fandom because now they don't want to see the people that they don't like maybe cameoing in Rebel Moon, which I think is kind of ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. It's just I don't understand it, but, hey, look at that. We got a new... Thank you, Rhea, for being a new member right there. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. All right, so, Dave, you're right. You're right, Dave. You're asking for a miracle. I know. I am asking for a miracle, but I'm just kind of putting it out there because it's just getting to the point of, like, can we just move forward? The Snyder Cut came out, okay? We have it now. I watched it last night. I have a physical copy of it, okay? That was a crazy accomplishment that we did. Now, of course, when it comes to restore the Snyderverse, that's a little harder because this thing, Warner Brothers went this way and other people kind of went this way. Some of the actors went this way. Zack's now with Netflix. Ben seems like he's done kind of doing these big movies. Who knows? There's a lot of factors. Again, we should already be done with the 5-story arc, and that's long past. So it's scheduling, it's all that stuff. It's going to be pretty difficult, but hopefully we can get still something restored. Little bits and pieces of the Snyderverse restored when it comes to the future movies. Hopefully that we can get that. So, and keep trending it. That's perfectly fine because, like, again, it's a reminder to the studio that they fucked up. It's a reminder that they fucked up. So, there you go. Hey, there you go. So, yeah, you found the emojis. You found those emojis. There you go. Yeah, I need to add some more of those. Pretty cool. But anyways, as long as we get something, just something. That's what I want. It's just something. Obviously, right now, 100% just going. All right, Rebel Moon. Let's see what happens with that. Let's see where Zack takes that universe, and then of course we have Army of the Dead 2, which I watched a little bit of Army of the Dead actually in this past week. And I'm curious to see where that goes. I mean, there's nothing, don't lose hope. There's never losing hope. Even Zack said that underneath a post. He said, never lose hope. Okay? And I've always said, never lose hope. You never know what's going to happen. Never know what's going to happen. For a while there, remember how it was looking dire. It was looking hopeless that the Snyder Cut wasn't going to come out. And then it finally did. It finally did. So you never can lose hope, but just remember that it's not going to just automatically just happen and everything's just going to go back in line with the way things were. There's going to be some changes. There would be some changes. There's going to be some different things. Who knows? But it just kind of sucks that now all of a sudden there's like that portion of it. And again, the stuff gets all... I couldn't believe it when somebody sent me that screenshot. At first I thought it was fake. I was like, there's no way that somebody would actually put that underneath Zack Snyder's post. Please say that wasn't the case. Please say that. And then of course I opened my phone, scrolled through it, and there it was. And I went, geez, no. This is not the way to do it. Why is there always a fucking battle? Why is there always a battle? Like there doesn't need to be a battle. We're just fans of a man's content. That's all we are. We're fans. He's one of the nicest guys in the world. You know, and it's just like, why is it that just because I've talked to him publicly and I've talked to him privately that, you know, I got the crosshairs on and I'm, you know, it's just interesting. Love that delusional lunacy above my comment. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, dude, that's I know, that's you. That's you underneath there. Congratulate, like, hey, Zach, and blah, 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 blah. And it's right there. And it's like, shit. It sucks because Zach doesn't want to see that. Zach doesn't want to see that. Why? I don't know. I just want this, you know, with everything that when it comes to restore the Snyderverse, all of that energy that goes into always trending that, I really want that when it comes to Rebel Moon, when it comes to the Norse God stuff, when it comes to Army of the Dead. I want that as much energy also to be part of that. We could keep the energy for Restore the Snyderverse when it comes to the DC stuff, sure, but also take a lot of that energy and just freaking throw it at Rebel Moon, throw it at Army of the Dead, throw it at all that stuff, man. That's what I think a lot of us really want, and it's just, man, I just don't get it. That's right. I'm cast as Superman. Nah, come on. I'm not a Superman. I'm a Batman. Come on, Andre. I'll be the new Batman. I'm just not as tall as Ben. It's okay. We could shoot at low angles. I could wear lifts in my boots. It'll be all right. So, for further good news, brother, thank you for the entertainment during the tough times. Well, I thank you, Ronak, man. I appreciate it. I try. Yeah. No, but but it is cool that we're trending it today. It's over 100,000 today. Yeah, I do already have the glasses, I guess you could say. So, you know, I guess I can be that. Give the Vin Diesel stool. Oh yeah, that was funny too. I thought about talking about that today, but maybe I'll save that for next week when it comes to that whole thing. So yeah. Let's see. All the people that try to say Dave and co are toxic are people that wish they could. Yeah, I mean. That's the thing. It's like a weird projection thing. And, you know, it's just kind of gross of some of the stuff that comes out of it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's all going to go away. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be there no matter what. Yeah. It's just, I always like to make, when I make light of things, you know, I kind of just, I want to say what I have to say about it, you know. And to me, right now, like Restore the Snyderverse is, again, it's just a reminder to the studio because, of course, they're going to see that kind of stuff. And Dave Zaslav is going to see that kind of stuff. It's a reminder of how much they fucked up. It's a reminder that how, you know, the fan base, that even though there is a small section that is, you know, that is pretty toxic, as Steppenwolf would say. And, you know, and that sucks because they're kind of the loudest when it comes to things. There's a lot of people always talk about the fandom and how toxic it can be. And then, of course, they claim that they're not the toxic ones. We're the toxic ones because of whatever reasons or whatever. And they spin words because obviously when I said I'd be happy, I'd be okay if that's what we were going to get, a graphic novel, I'd be okay. If that's all we can get, then fine. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Hey, what's going on, George? Good to see you. Good to see you. Don't say that. Oh, look at that. Someone screenshot. Oh, I'm just kidding. Hey, look at it. Tobey Maguire's here. How about that? Crazy. Loved you in the new Spider-Man, by the way. Yeah. Jody's Corner is one, yeah. Yeah, it's all... Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. Just weird, you know? But it was just, it was entertaining, though. When I saw that screenshot, I had to tweet it out. We were driving back from Vegas, and I was like, all right, I'm going to have some fun because it's a long drive. So I tweeted that out, and I was just like, come on. I know. Jeez. Warner's anti-Snyder. Yes, exactly. Hopefully, yeah, exactly. And then they could embrace what he was trying to accomplish. Embrace that, you know, in some form or whatever, you know? I mean, we got to realize it's when they were putting things in motion for this epic Justice League trilogy that was going to be coming out. And obviously we saw the storyboards and, you know, but there's one storyboard that's not out there, obviously, that Zack kind of kept hidden for good reason, as he shouldn't, because I think he still wants to tell that story some way, in some form. Who knows what that's going to be? That's the thing. Who knows what that's going to be? But, yeah, so it was just seeing that screenshot, I was like, I'm going to have a little bit of fun right now. Why not? Because I've been kind of disconnected from Twitter, so. But there you go. No Spidey spoilers, please? Well, Do you not see? Do you not see that face? If you haven't seen Spider-Man, it's been 3 weeks. But there's that guy right there. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. I mean, I won't say anything, but there is that face right there. I'm sure you've already been spoiled by that. So, yeah. So, I mean, sorry for that spoiler, but yeah, he's right there. So, just let you know. What storyboard? Well, basically, there was all the storyboards that came out that of course were displayed in Texas, Dallas, I think. And then of course, oh man, I love it. I love the fact that Jeff Johns is also here. Yeah, this fucking asshole with the bald cap. It's your fault. It's your fault we don't have the sequels right now. Hey, we got Chris Swenson right here with the super chat. Happy New Year's, Chris. Good to see you. Hopefully you have a good one tonight. Cheers, brother. Cheers. Let's make 2022 our bitch. That's right. Love it. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So, hot dog Wong. That's right. I love that guy. He's killing it right now, too. Killing it. So, but anyways, so yeah, that's really all I had to say about that. All that stuff is. I'm gonna try to be try to be as positive as possible when it comes to 2022. I mean, it's hard not to make a joke out of some of this stuff because when you see something like that, you can't believe it's true. You almost think that no, that's fake. That guy was trolling, right? There's no way. But and then sometimes you got to go like, well, I don't know these people. I don't know what their real life is like. It's just, I don't know. It's just strange. But I'm going into 2022 just 100% supporting ZACK. He's one of my all-time favorite directors. Whatever he's doing, I'm backing it. Whatever news comes out with Rebel Moon, the Armyverse, the Northverse, and then anything that's Snyderverse related, I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be pushing, backing it 100%. And whatever. When ZACK wants to come back on the Vodka stream, the open door is always there. He always has an invitation to it. And we're actually, there's a couple things that I actually wanted to talk about too. When it came to the Vodka streams. So I kind of wanted to go through like the year in the Vodka streams. Oops, I keep forgetting to turn that off. But oh, there we go. Well, hold on Thank you, Mr. Lobo, fellow Ghostbuster fan right here. Appreciate that. Looking forward to my cameo in Rebel Moon. We're working out contract negotiations, especially since I was mentioned twice in that message. I should get double the offer right there. So, but thank you, Alex, and that video you did with your little girl in the zoom in, and then she was in the Wonder Woman outfit was adorable, absolutely adorable. So thank you, Alex. Appreciate that, man. So anyways, but I kind of wanted to go through and just kind of reflect a little bit on Vodka streams that happened over the year. So, there we go. So here's of course you're looking within my studio thing right here, but I mean we started off with a bang when it came to Brandon Davis showing up on the Vodka stream. That was pretty cool. When it came to the first guest, obviously when the first 2 Vodka streams, it was just a panel discussion, which are fun, of course. But man, when we had Brandon Davis on, that was pretty fun. That was pretty damn fun right there. And then, of course, had Kelly Hugh on, had Rob Keys on, which was cool. Man, there's so many Vodka streams. So many. Oh, wait. Let me go this way. Nope. Did that work? That did not work. What the hell? Come on, you stupid thing. Here, let's go back. All right. So, man. Talk about going through. All right, so it was a good year. We had obviously Sean O'Connell when his book came on. We had Jarbo on, which I know some people have been grunting about him. Yeah, who knows that guy? But I got to talk to Fabian Wagner, which was great. And then of course this was probably one of the funnest Vodka streams, of course, was when Junkee XL came on. That was just, my God, that was pretty amazing right there. Oh, I would love to get Keanu Reeves on the stream. And then, of course, I got to interview Frank Grillo, which was great. And then, of course, Ray Porter came back on to talk about the Vodka stream. And that's one of the things I actually wanted to show, too, because I would say that this was my absolute favorite moment of the Vodka stream right here, was when ZACK hit me up to come on to talk to Ray, and Ray had no idea. It was great. It was fantastic. So I wanted to play this right here because this was truly my favorite moment of the year on the Vodka stream. You don't even know like how when I saw that Zach hit me up, messaged me to come on. Man, I tell you what, like it just, my heart started pounding. I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be awesome. This is great. So let's just relive this moment right here. That came on, that is backstage right now. That he's a fan of yours. He's a big time fan of yours, and he wanted to show his appreciation for what you've done with Justice League and everything like that. So I'm gonna bring him in right now and see what he has to say. He's a pretty big fan of yours, Mr. Zack Snyder. What is up? Oh my God. He said adjust his camera. My camera's pointing down.
Hi, boss.
Hey, brother.
How are you?
What's going on, Zach?
I'm a huge fan, by the way. I'm a massive fan. And,
that's funny, because I'm kind of a fan of yours.
Oh, wow. Really weird.
We ought to do something together sometime.
No, absolutely. That's cool. So
Man, those teasers are so cool. I was going to text you or something, but I didn't want to bother you because you're a little busy right now.
That's just. I mean, look at the way that, because Ray was like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm rambling on like an idiot because my heart is like pounding, like the adrenaline was pumping. You don't even know, guys. I was like, "Oh shit, he's here, cool." And then I love Ray's reaction because it's just so great. Like he even said it. He almost gave me a heart attack. I'm like, yes, that's what I was going for. It's just so great. Justice League and everything like that. So I'm gonna bring him in right now and see what he has to say. He's a pretty big fan of yours, Mr. Zack Snyder. What is up?
Oh my God.
He said adjust his camera.
My camera's pointing down.
Hi, boss.
Hey, brother.
How are you?
What's going on,
I'm a huge fan, by the way. I'm a massive fan.
He's a massive fan. So that was truly my favorite moment of the Vodka stream right there. But there's been many great moments that happened over 2021. Got to talk to Harry Lennox. Talked to Uche, of course, when he was doing the stream right there. And I talked to Debbie. Got to know some new people, Ryan and Brandon, of course. I talked to them, and I got to talk to the Real Rejects guys. I got to talk to Josh Lawson and Jessica McNamee from Mortal Kombat, of course, Sonya and Kano. Talked to Paul Sherry, Wayne T. Carr. That all came out this year, too. We got to talk to that guy, Samantha Wynn, Robert Meyer Burnett. That guy, I need to get him back on, man. That guy, I would love to just to pick his brain would be great. And then Eric Davis, those guys. Talked to, of course, Chelsea Edmondson, who, of course, started the Apocalypse and Army of the Dead. Great stuff. And then, of course, we had the Army of the Dead discussion, which Zach showed up on. That was great. That was the last time he showed up, and that was a good conversation as well. I know, I'd love to get Jeremy Johns. I'm working on that. Talk to Sam, which I've been wanting to do. Richard Citrone, everybody, Skylar, Ray. Now Ray's like a part of the panel. I love it when a guest becomes part of the panel. I love that. And then, of course, Mr. Paul, Heavy Spoilers, Adi Rodriguez. We got Zaki right here. Hassan, he was great to talk to. He's been back on a couple of times. Talked to Reeves FX. Hopefully, I'm going to get him back on this soon to talk about some of the costumes and stuff that's coming on. Talked to, of course, Dr. Drea Letamendi, which was absolutely fantastic, and she was great. And, of course, we got Susie Creates Cosplay. She was cool. We have the World's Finest, which, of course, is ACS, Wonder Meg, and Joey. And that was fun. That was completely fun. We did the whole beer shot thing. That was cool. Garza came back on, talk a little shit. That was good. Got to know John Knight, had Coy Jonder. I can never say his last name. I don't know. Of course, Mr. Swenson, he came back on. That was cool. Had Seek back on. Had Ken Pajoro on. That was great. And we got the Snyderverse saga, which hopefully you guys picked up Darren's book right here. That was cool. Ali Brooks. We had the boys from the Geekverse Network show up. And then, of course, the last guest we had was the Real Talk Live boys, Sean and Majid. That was great. So just been a good year. It's been a good year, guys, and this year is going to be, of course, there's going to be more that's going to be happening. More guests. Already got some guests lined up for January, which will be interesting. So, but I just want to, raise my glass and pour a little bit more. And thank you guys for sticking with me all year and watching the shows, watching the streams, everything like that. And to 2022, wow, that's a lot of fizz. Man, this thing is bubbly as hell. But cheers, guys. Let's have some more fun when it comes to vodka streams and everything else. So cheers. There we go. All right. So I just wanted to talk about that. But yeah, I would say ZACK popping in on Ray Porter, favorite moment of the year. That was my absolute favorite moment of the year. Love you too, Mom. So, no alcohol, but cheers, yes. Yeah, you don't have to be, oh, jeez. Come on, really? I mean, there's a Betty White in there. There's a Betty White. Somebody came in as Betty White. I don't know, you could see it in the chat. So many Betty Whites here. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys, and we're going to have some more fun this year, of course, and we'll see what happens. All right, who wants to talk about let's talk about, let's talk about top 10 lists right here. I haven't done my top 10 list. I was going to do it before I went to Vegas this week, but decided not to. I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait. I was hoping to see at least a couple more movies before, but it just wasn't happening. So there's some movies that I didn't get to see that came out, the tragedy of Lady Macbeth, that movie, the Macbeth movie, which of course Wayne T. Carr talked about. He went there to talk with Denzel and Frances McDormand about, because obviously he's a theater person. He talked about that when he showed up. Didn't get to see that. There's some movies that I wish I saw, like Last Duel, didn't see. But I figured, I'll go through my top 10 list right now. And yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. I swear I didn't leave one out this time. Remember with my Spider-Man ranking, I left one of the movies out. This time I have 10 movies. I think we're good. So there's not going to be anything messing up right there. Yes, hit that like, thumbs up. What Rhea said, do that, please. All right. Oh, thank you for showing up, Code Awesome. But yeah, let's do top 10 movies. And, there'll be some honorable mentions. Sadly, Matrix Resurrections didn't make the top 10. I like the movie, but sadly, I just didn't like it enough as some of the other movies that were on the list. I was hoping that it would make the list. I've watched it 3 times now. I definitely enjoy it, and it seems like I actually enjoy it each time I watch it when it comes to Matrix Resurrections. Talk about just pure nostalgia dump when it came to the end of 2021, because between this, Ghostbusters, Matrix Resurrections, Ghostbusters, and Spider-Man No Way Home, it was just like pure nostalgia. Done pretty well, to be honest, because nobody's talking about Halloween Kills. They try to do a nostalgia dump on there, and that movie just fucking sucked. I just don't, it didn't do, they try to bring back characters from the first movie, and it just didn't work. That's why nobody talks about that movie anymore, and the fact that they tried to bring back some of the actors from there for a little nostalgia, and it just didn't work. Everybody, of course, we're talking about, of course, Ghostbusters, Matrix, and yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. So a lot of stuff like that. So anyways, all right, let's go ahead and let's start with number 1, and it's actually the first movie that I saw when it came to 2021. It was actually the first movie I saw coming back when the theaters reopened, and I really enjoyed this movie. Hold on a sec. Let me make sure I got that up. All right. So it was like, but yeah, it was the first movie I saw, and I really enjoyed the shit out of this movie, and hopefully you guys checked it out too. Nobody. That's right. Nobody, of course, starring. Yeah, let's see. Well, yeah. So, yeah, Mr. Fuck, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Of course I am, because I'm blanking out on his name. Obviously, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you guys haven't seen Nobody, please do yourself a favor. Watch Nobody. This movie's fantastic. What's his name? Jeez, somebody tell me. Bob Odenkirk. There you go. Thank you. Jeez. I'm terrible. And hopefully he's doing better, because he actually had like a mild heart attack or something wrong with his health over the year and stuff. Yeah, hopefully he's doing okay. But if you guys haven't seen this movie, it's got Christopher Lloyd in it. Come on. It's kind of like, obviously it's when people were seeing the poster and everything, it was kind of everybody was kind of reminded of John Wick a little bit, but it's a little bit different. There is a scene in this movie that if you have a funny scene that you're going to jail, Dave. Yeah, Better Call Saul. No, if there's a scene in this movie that makes me laugh well into the next scene, you have something good. You had something really good, because there's a scene in here. There's something that happens in a scene where I was cracking up very much into the next scene. So, but yes, nobody was number 10 on the list right here. So, coming in number 9, Free Guy. Yes, that's right, Free Guy. Really enjoyed this movie. Wasn't sure what it was going to be about. I mean, we know what it was going to be about, but I was like, is it just going to be, a bunch of visual effects and Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds? But I mean, for the most part, yeah, kind of was. But it had a lot of heart to it. There's something interesting about it. Of course, Taika Waititi, I didn't really like his character. He was a little bit too over the top, but hey, whatever. But I really enjoyed the absolute shit out of this movie. And they're apparently going to do a second one, which I'm kind of curious of, like, how are they actually going to do that? How are they actually going to do that? It just seems like this should be a one-off. And I love the fact that this movie did very well at the box office, given that it wasn't an existing IP. It was something completely different. And, of course, it got delayed many, many times. But, Ryan Reynolds, of course, very likable. I mean, the whole cast. I mean, Jodie Comer. I mean, if you don't have a crush on her after watching this, I don't know what to tell you, because I sure did. I would say the only weak spot of the movie was Taika Waititi was just a little too over the top. But then again, you kind of expect that from him. I just didn't. Yeah, he was just way over the top. But the visuals were great, VFX were great, and some of the little callbacks and some of the Easter eggs or whatever the hell. Obviously there was a Star Wars thing, there was a Captain America thing, and then of course even like the cameos that show up in this movie were pretty damn great. So yeah, Free Guy is my number 9 right here. Number 8. The Green Knight. That's right. Let's get a little artsy-fartsy, because this movie, holy shit. If you haven't seen this movie, it is dark. It is a crazy hero's journey. Mr. Patel, he does a fantastic job. David Lowery, of course, directed this movie. And it is the cinematography and just the tone, the aesthetic, the atmosphere that he created in this movie is so fucking fantastic. I hope this movie gets a lot more recognition than it is getting when it comes to award season, because I really, really think that it should. It really should. So, yeah. And I really hope we see more of Mr. Dev, man. Let's see more of him, because he acts his ass off in this movie. Very likable character that he plays, and then he goes on this crazy mind fuck of a hero's journey. And the way that it ends it's a good way that it ends, that's for damn sure. Just really good stuff. You received it on 4K today. Good, as you should. Yes. Now off with your head. So there you go. That's my number 8 right there. Coming in at number 7, Army of the Dead. That's right. I don't know how many times I've watched this movie this year. 7, 8 times, maybe, something like that. Maybe even more. Maybe even past 10. I don't even know. But yes, Army of the Dead comes in at number 7 for me, because, well, let's face it, it's just we've had zombie movies before. Even Zack Snyder himself has directed a zombie movie, which he evolved the zombie genre. He really did. He added something to it. He really added something to it when it came to Dawn of the Dead. So now he was going to do a fresh take, an original story of Army of the Dead. And not only did he just go like, okay, yeah, we're going to have a zombie outbreak, but we're going to have alpha zombies. We're going to have these, we're going to basically make this group of zombies be different. We're going to have shamblers who are just like the stupid zombies, I guess you could say, and just want to eat everything. We're going to have zombie robots. We're going to have time loops. We're going to have fucking aliens. Fucking aliens. This movie has everything you want. Okay? Everything I want. That's for damn sure. Everything I just listed right there. Zombies, robots, aliens, time loops. Give it all to me, please. I'm surprised it's not higher on the list, to be honest, because this movie's so fucking satisfying. So satisfying. It's just a movie that I could put on and just absolutely enjoy time and time again. So thank you, Zach, for doing it yet again. And I can't wait for the sequels and the prequel and all that stuff. Army of Thieves, that's also one that I really enjoyed this year. Didn't make the list. Didn't quite make the list. I did like Army of the Dead better, but Army of Thieves I watched a few times too and really enjoyed the shit out of that. But, just didn't quite make the list. So Samantha Wynn, oh yeah, gotta love her, man. All right. So that's, let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7. All right, number 6, Nightmare Alley. Okay, I didn't do a full-on review, but I did do a first reaction review of this movie, but this movie is absolutely fantastic. If you are craving a noir movie, and then just to add to it, Guillermo del Toro directing it, this is your movie right here. Do not sleep on this movie right here. This movie, I hate that it's getting buried within all the craziness that's happening in December. I really hate that because this movie... I mean, the stellar fucking cast. Stellar cast. You could see it right here. This is only just 4 of them. But, I mean, you have Willem Dafoe. You have Richard Jenkins in here. You have Ron Perlman in here. I mean, you don't know. Like, this movie has everything. And this poster really reveals, like, a lot of things. If you notice right here, the 7 sins. Oh, yeah. That is a major factor when it comes to this story. That's a major factor when it comes to the story that revolves around, of course, Bradley Cooper's character right here. But, my God. If you were just craving some noir right here, I'm telling you, watch this movie. Del Toro did a fantastic job. The cast did a fantastic job. This movie is fantastic. I can't talk about it enough. I really can't talk about it enough. So, yeah, it's just don't sleep on it. If you didn't catch it in theaters, make sure you catch it when it comes out on demand or video or something like that because it is so good, so good. So, all right, and then number 5. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 5. No Time to Die. This one, I mean, out of all, when it comes to movies, especially that came out in the last 3 months, movies that made me tear up, this movie made me tear up because obviously this was an end of an era, okay? My favorite James Bond is Daniel Craig, and they did a fantastic job of ending his run as James Bond. Obviously, you guys, the people who saw it too, and the way that it ends, yes, I got teary-eyed. I got choked up. The action is fantastic. Craig is top-notch in the movie, and it's got a crazy story. It just wraps everything up, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult for them to figure out who's going to top this Bond right here, but it definitely is. I mean, it's not. Is it my favorite of the Daniel Craig Bonds? No. I would say it's probably, it's top 3. For sure, because, Skyfall and Casino Royale were absolutely fantastic. But, I mean, this movie right here, though, I mean, yeah, it's just a great way to send off Daniel Craig's Bond. I thought they did a fantastic job with it. And good luck. Good luck with the next James Bond, because I don't know exactly what they're going to plan on doing, because this man right here just, and the people involved in making these Bond movies just kind of just blew our minds when it comes to all this. Yeah, I mean, it could be Henry Cavill. Who knows? Number 4, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I mean, obviously, this movie's on here because I was a diehard Ghostbusters fan when I was a kid. Come on, there's so many times I dressed up at Halloween, had Ghostbusters parties. My mom probably still has crates full of Ghostbusters toys and all that stuff. So this movie just touched. It gave me that Ghostbusters sequel that I was wanting to get when it came to the 2016 version, which we don't have to talk about that, but it just really hit. It hit all the Ghostbusters feels. I've seen it twice, obviously, and every time, like both times, it just really just hit all that. I love the fact that it was a family type movie. Sorry, I forgot to plug in my laptop. I like that it was a family type movie, and I just like, obviously that final act where obviously we got the old guys to come back, and then of course we had a nice little cameo, even though it was a ghost, Egon coming back, of course. What? No, I mean, it was, yeah. So, yeah, this was my number 4 right here, just because, I mean, let's face it, when it comes to these top 10 lists, I mean, sometimes it's just the feels that when it comes to all this. What's going on, Tony? Good to see you, buddy. All right, number 3, Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, you want to talk about nostalgia, Jesus Christ. I mean, you saw my initial review that, yeah, it was a rough start when it comes to the story, but you kind of get it. They still had to set the story up for what was going to happen, but let's face it, when the old villains start coming about, I mean, that's when the story really picks up, and you're just full of just like, yay, happy, and then finally, again, anybody out there who has not seen it yet, I mean, obviously, you know that the other Spider-Men show up. I mean, obviously they show up. You see them underneath me. That's why I put them in the thumbnail. It's been 3 weeks. They're right there. Look at how adorable they are. Come on. Andrew Garfield, make this Amazing Spider-Man 3. We want that to happen, right? We want that to happen. I love this shot of these two right here. I love Andrew so much. He steals every scene, like every scene that he's in, because he's just so happy to be there. He's so charismatic, so everything. And Toby played his part so perfectly. And then, of course, all three of them with Tom. It was just so fantastic. It really was. But I tell you what, man, I know I would love to get Andrew Garfield to interview that guy, because it's just something about he just seems so down to earth, such a funny guy also, and just, man. But I love this shot of both Toby and Andrew, because you just see that smile on Andrew's face right there, and you see Toby, being like the more veteran Spider-Man. It's just so fantastic, and I mean, obviously that's what really makes the movie. Is yes, all the callbacks, and there's a fan service like crazy, but that final act is just something else, just absolutely something else. Oh man, I tell you, it's just I can't wait to see it again. I only saw it once, but I plan on watching this movie when it's available, whatever the hell, on video or everything. I'm gonna plan on. It's gonna be one of those that I'm gonna be watching time and time again. All right, now we're down to the final two. Now, obviously, you guys probably, there's one specific film that I haven't mentioned yet, maybe even two, that you probably think that would be in my top 10 list. So which one is it gonna be? Is it going to be number 2? Is it going to be number 1? I mean, there's two big films that came out this year that I've not talked about, that have not been on this list. So you could probably assume that they're going to be number 1 and number 2, but which one is it going to be? Like, which one is that one going to be? Which one is this going to be? Well, here we go. Number 2, dun dun dun, Dune. That's right. Dune is number 2, because how can it not be? Denis Villeneuve, beautiful movie. I've watched it twice. I should watch it more, definitely. I just want them to release it in that format that it should be released. But anyways, Dune. Obviously, still reading the book too, so I'll be very much prepared for Dune Part 2. So, sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your ear right there. So. Yeah. See, Jose already knew. So, but this movie, this was something absolutely special, something different, something unique. It begins. I love the fact that the poster says it begins, because hopefully this is just gonna continue to be more and more stories than when it comes to the Dune universe. This cast is absolutely fantastic. The visuals. I mean, I saw this on the biggest screen that I could, and this. How do you make sand look so goddamn beautiful? Well, that's what Denny did. Denny made sand look absolutely beautiful. Not to mention performances, absolutely fantastic. Timothée Chalamet was great. Oscar Isaac, of course, was great. I mean, Jason Momoa, I would say this is probably one of Jason Momoa's best performances right here. I loved him as Mr. Idaho. Of course, Brolin, Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah. Everything about this movie, how do you not love this movie? Especially if you wanted something new when it came to sci-fi. You wanted something different. You wanted something new. I mean, jeez. Yeah, I mean, he made sand sexy. I mean, Anakin would be like, maybe Anakin Skywalker, when he talks about how he hates sand. If you watched Dune, maybe he'd be okay with sand after that. I'm just saying. He might be okay with sand after that. Who knows? But... yeah, so number 2 was Dune. So you guys already know what's number 1, right? I mean, obviously you know what's number 1 since it hasn't appeared anywhere on the list. Of course, it was Zack Snyder's Justice League. My God. I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously there's more to it than just how fucking fantastic the movie is. Yes. Obviously, the movie is fantastic. It is 4 glorious hours of our favorite heroes, and Zack Snyder just creating comic book panels of, with the camera, just the way that he does it. I mean, of course, naturally. What are you guys talking about? The Suicide Squad? Wouldn't that be? I should have did something like that. Or like the Suicide Squad. That would have been hilarious. And just I'm like, I'm sorry guys, but the Suicide Squad, Clifford the Red Dog too. No, but yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. Now I'm not. Now I just got uncanceled, right, for not knowing the shot of Larry Fong and Zack Snyder. Now I'm uncanceled by people. So, but yes. So number one, my favorite film, which I've watched, I don't know, close to 20 times now. Obviously, I watched it last night. I didn't watch it all because I did fall asleep. Again, I was in Vegas for 4 days, so I was a little sleep deprived. So sadly, I fell asleep right after Superman was resurrected. So I'll have to continue that sometime this weekend because you have to watch the whole thing. You do. But I mean, this movie, guys. I mean, again, just going back to what I was talking about before when it comes to restore the Snyderverse. I mean, this movie is special. It's unique to any other movie that's pretty much been out there, I guess you could say, because of what it took to get it released. I mean, it's not just a released movie of a director's cut, not a version of a movie that's just a director's cut that is a common thing that gets released. No, this was I mean, it's not even I mean, it is a director's cut essentially, but I mean, usually director's cuts have a couple different things. I mean, I guess Blade Runner had a little bit of a different tone. I don't know. But this was an entirely different movie. If you watch that shitty Justice League version, it's an entirely different movie. And there was something special. I mean, and everything that happened, especially with Zack, and things that happened with, him, of course, and his family and everything. I mean, there's really definitely something special about this movie. I mean, and the fact that fans rallied together, even though there's a lot of infighting that's happened and whatnot and whatever the fuck, doesn't matter. It took everybody to get this movie released, okay? It took everybody. I don't care if you tweeted out, release the Snyder Cut, the hashtag once or thousands and thousands of times. I don't care, okay? I don't care. I don't call anybody old, the grassroots. I've heard, no matter if you were there from the beginning or you were there right before it got announced, you were a part of this. Everybody here that enjoyed this movie and you were a part of this, okay? Put all the fighting, all the disagreements aside. We all band together. We all helped get this movie made, okay? Or get this movie released, okay? We all band together, okay? And didn't let up. We all did our parts, okay? Whether it was campaigns you were a part of or whatever. My whole thing was me doing this, okay? I had the camera. I had the microphone. Anything that came out, I was talking about this movie, okay? We had Swenson. We had Stephen Colbert talking about, articles that he wrote. We had Garza and the Real Anarchy guys. We had all those guys, and then people tweeting, Wonder Meg, the Nerd Queens doing Justice Con, all that stuff. We all came together, even if we all didn't fully agree with each other, and helped get this movie out there. We all band together. We went behind Zack and just said, let's fucking do it. And we got it released. So there's something special, absolutely special about this movie. That not only is it a fantastic movie, when you watch it, you go, holy shit. And a lot of people realized that when it came out. That's why Restore the Snyderverse got to 1.5 million, whatever the fuck, whatever it got to. It's just, and that's why people were tweeting that hashtag like crazy and want more, because it was fantastic, but it was something special to us, man. For Autumn, it really was. It was all for Autumn. And like I said, over 400,000 in donations to the Autumn Snyder Fund. And like I said, if you want to donate more, please do. The link is always going to be underneath my video. But this movie is going to go down in history. This movie is going to be taught in film school. It's going to be taught about everything that happened with that. It's always going to be, there's going to be always something iconic about it. And we, with the saturation of so many superhero movies and everything like that, this one obviously is top tier. Some people, of course, are not going to like it just because they just don't. It's weird. But a lot of people are going, oh my God, this movie was to have a Justice League movie like this. Even rewatching it last night, I went, God, this movie is pure fucking cinema. When you have all these popcorn movies and popcorn superhero movies that just are like visual effects and they, run by the numbers, and yeah, sure, that could be entertaining. I was like, God damn, this movie is just something special. It really is. Really is something special. Take these larger than life characters and kind of just break them down like Zack did, and then seeing them come together and work together as they do in this movie. I mean, he just did such a fantastic job. And the fact that even though like this movie might not have been his original plan at first, and he had to tweak some things because of certain response, he still did it in such a great job where this movie has a lot of hope, has a lot of optimism, big time, but it also breaks down a lot of these characters, these characters that we love so much, and just makes them larger than life and so cinematic. So, yeah. I'm trying to, am I going to make you cry? Hopefully you do. So, there you go, guys. That's my top 10 2021 list right there. Obviously, the top ones, there's just nostalgia, and then you had Dune, that was just something just new and fresh, and just something that was just, you want to talk about cinema, Jesus Christ. But I also like the fact that Spider-Man No Way Home was pretty fucking cinema too when it came to, John Watts did a fantastic job where it's like, okay, finally, you get me. I enjoyed Homecoming, did not like Far From Home, but then all of a sudden you won me back there, sir. So, and then of course you had Ghostbusters and stuff like that. That was right there. So there you go. That is my top 10 list. I will post, I don't know when I'll do it. Maybe tomorrow sometime, depending on how hungover I am. No, I think I'll be all right. But I'm going to give you my top 10 anticipated list for 2022. So look forward to that. I don't do the worst list anymore because I feel kind of slimy doing it. I don't know. I don't really care about that anymore. So, and then maybe I'll do my top list of CBMs. I don't know. So you could see where the other CBMs rank, because there was only 2 CBMs in this list right here. So, I mean, obviously you already know number 1. Yeah. And probably number 2. Yeah. You know, number 1 and number 2 already, but where does Venom or Suicide Squad, where do they land? Shang-Chi, where do they land? Black Widow. I'll do a list on that too. So there you go. F9 did not make my list. Fuck that movie. No, I'm over the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm sorry. I just am. I just don't. After Paul Walker died, I'm just over it, and I think even Dwayne Johnson is over it. Dwayne Johnson just wants to do his. So, all right, let's talk about Zack Snyder again. And let's talk about what he posted this week when it came to Rebel Moon. That's right. You guys all saw the concept art, which was absolutely fantastic. Looks very dark. Dare I say dark? So there it is right there. You posted this. Rebel Moon concept art. We are in full swing heading toward principal photography in a few months. Sounds to me like it's going to be about March, April. And he is shooting it 4 hours from here, so maybe yours truly can get an invitation to that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But look at this. Look at this. Already setting that tone, man. I tell you what. I thank God. I thank the nerd gods. I thank Kathleen Kennedy also. When Zack tried to pitch his Star Wars and they turned him down, thank you for turning it down. And it's going to be funny when this gets a lot of praise. They're going to be like, shit, maybe we should have went that route, as opposed to what, the sequel trilogy, which got really kind of fucked up a lot. Let's face it. But I thank the nerd gods that they turned it down, because now we're going to get 100% Zack Snyder Star Wars that's going to have his own brain putting into it to change things, to make it his own thing. That's what I love about it. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, there's already so much that's happening right here. I mean, obviously, look at, was that say ZS right there? Zack Snyder? He's already putting his initials on it. But I mean, I know some people are already like breaking it down, like what means and whatever, who knows. But look at these. By the way, it looks like this person right here, I don't know if it's the big baddie. Maybe it is. But he ain't holding a gun. It seems like that gun is actually his arm. So that's cool. And we're gonna get some good cape porn too, by the way, because he's wearing a cape. And you better believe, I mean, obviously when you've watched Zack Snyder films, he does very well with the capes. So, you mean Zoic Studios? Oh, don't start talking about that. Oh, man, I know. I'm wondering who exactly is going to be handling the VFX. Do we know that already? I don't know, but yeah, he's already setting the tone for something very special, something very like, where Lucasfilm is going to be like, what the fuck? They're going to shit their pants over it. You know, it's just going to be beautiful. But I just love the fact that, yeah, this main baddie person that's wearing this, I don't know if they're, you know, certain kind of species or like the armor they have that lights up and all that red just looks so fucking cool, man. Just looks so good. So good. And they're on these like ancient ruins right here with all this writing. I'm sure like some of it's probably made up, but I know some people were saying like maybe it's, you know, previous like religious kind of types of symbols or something. I saw people kind of trying to break it down, which is always cool. But man, this movie is going to be something special. I think this movie might end up being one of Netflix's biggest movies, to be honest. I think they're all about what he's trying to create right here, and I think they're going to be giving him a good push when it comes to Rebel Moon. They're going to definitely, Netflix is going to just back it up 100%. I just hope that they give it a good theatrical release, because already this shot right here is just letting you know that the cinematography is going to be goddamn beautiful. It's going to be goddamn beautiful. What's going on, James? Good to see you. Yeah, it's going to be great. A James Cameron film. Also a James Cameron film is going to be released. I know. We're going to be eating well in 2022, guys. We're going to be eating very well, because just like, I mean, last year we got 3 different Zack Snyder productions, which is great, obviously. And we're going to be getting 2 this year. We're going to get, of course, Army of the Dead Las Vegas, and then we're going to be getting, well, no, we're not getting this. This is not releasing this year, right? This is releasing in 2023, but we're going to be getting a lot of stuff. We're going to be getting a lot of things. Zach is going to be posting a lot of images and whatever the hell, images, you know. Yeah, Rebel Moon's coming out in 2023. I was hoping, I guess, like in my brain, I was thinking, oh man, how much it would be great to see this in 2022, but no, it's coming out in 2023. So, but we're going to be getting a lot of information. We'll most definitely probably get a trailer at least. We'll get to see what Sofia Boutella looks like. We're going to be getting a lot of things. You know that Zach he always feeds the fandom. He always feeds us. He feeds us. I mean, it's not going to be as much as there was, of course, when it came to Snyder Cut stuff, because obviously he tweeted, you know, on Vero, he posted things that were spoilery, but, you know, we just had to get the word out there. But we're going to be getting some really good stuff. So, end of 20, yeah, we're not going to, yeah, but we'll hopefully get some footage, trailer, you know, teaser trailer maybe. But we're going to be getting some images, of course, from Zach. So, but that, when he posted that, it was like, all right, there you go. There you go right there. Some Rebel Moon goodies. We're hungry for Rebel Moon. More. And, you know, we'll be getting more. I'm sure he'll post some more concept art. And then when production kicks into gear about March, April, we'll be getting some stuff from the set that he'll probably post. And, yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait. Is Clay teasing some stuff? Oh, Clay, Clay Staub, yeah, but I'm wondering if Clay Enos is going to be like the dude that's going to be on the set taking photos too, hopefully, because he takes some glorious photos. But, yep, so that came out, of course, during the week, and I saw it, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Cheers to Zack Snyder. Okay. So now, let's talk about the Batman trailer. Let's talk about the Bat and the Cat trailer. So obviously you guys already saw it. This trailer, my God. This fucking trailer. Whew. Turn off that. But man, this trailer right here, I tell you. Obviously this is centering around Batman and Catwoman. So we get a lot more footage. Dialogue. I mean, who the fuck knew that this trailer was going to be showing up this week? I mean, you know, it's Monday, and all of a sudden I get like a notification that this trailer showed up. But fuck, man. Look at that beautiful Batmobile, my God.
Bruce Wayne.
Oh.
Sorry. I wouldn't be bothering you here, but your people keep telling me you're...
So that's that mayor that we heard about when she got cast. So... it's kind of funny because she kind of busts Bruce's balls a little bit right here.
Bruce Wayne.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be bothering you here, but your people keep telling me you're unavailable.
She's unavailable. Yeah, he's kind of busy doing this stuff. Did you see that shit? Dude, the action is going to be so insane. Look at that. What? Oh.
You really could be doing more for this city.
He's doing
has a
pretty
history
good.
of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
Jeez. So this mayor is like, what the fuck? You have all this money, Bruce. What are you doing with it? This goes back into the whole concept that Matt Reeves is trying to do when it comes to the Batman. He's like, oh yeah, he's very much obsessed about being Batman and doing good with Batman, that he's not keeping up with Wayne Manor. He's not giving that playboy vibe. This is what I'm looking forward to, because I love the fact that Matt Reeves is taking this approach with this first movie, because we're going to see him grow into where he starts putting on that face, that Bruce Wayne face. That's what I like. It's not like he's just jumping into the Bruce Wayne face. He's starting off where he's just full on, yeah, he's kind of emo. I know people are talking about that he's emo, but he's just 100% going, you know what? I'm going to concentrate on this. I don't give a shit about the money that I have or whatever. And I think like he's going to have a wake-up call when it comes to that. He is 100% obsessed with being Batman right now. And I love that Matt Reeves is doing something like that. And we're going to see that grow. And that's what the mayor, I forgot what her name is in the movie, but this mayor is like kind of just busting his balls like, hey, Bruce Wayne, you could be really doing a lot here and you're not. Little, of course, does she know that he's doing this stuff.
Your family has a history of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
Wake-up call. Boom. So look at this shot right here. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I mean, I thought, is Penguin, does Penguin survive that? I mean, holy shit. That is some crazy, that is a crazy crash right there. I mean, we all kind of thought that he might have just like, you know, boom, and then fell on the roof. But this car, like, holy shit. Good shot. Look at that shot, though. Fucking A, that's a beautiful shot. That's such a beautiful shot. But, I mean, how do you survive that? Hey, it's a, you know, suspend disbelief a little bit.
The Riddler is asking for you.
The killer left this for the Batman. Why is he writing to you?
See, and I love that. We're seeing more. We got him like next to a cop. And, of course, we got that written right there, a real change. So, obviously, he wrote on chalk. I mean, this is Gotham City right here. But, yeah, a real change. So much stuff. So, I mean, obviously, this is where the Riddler has been. And, I mean, this is after, of course, they arrest the Riddler. But, yeah, I mean, he's got it all mapped out here, a real change.
The killer left this for the Batman. Why is he writing to you?
Look at that.
You okay?
we got Batman and Riddler on FaceTime. How creepy is this shit? Look at that. You know, the Cal's cool. Cal's cool.
Riddler's latest. It's all about the Waynes.
Oh! I'm Robert Pattinson, asshole. Yeah, remember when all that stuff was, oh yeah, Robert Pattinson didn't work out. He didn't work out. I don't know. I think he's he's in pretty good shape right here. I'm just saying. But he was already in pretty good shape before. That's anytime when those reports came out that Robert Pattinson didn't want to work out or he couldn't work out or whatever the fuck, I was like, did you guys watch The Lighthouse? Like he's, you know, shirtless in there and he was already in pretty good shape. To me, he seemed like he bulked up a little bit from there. Just saying. So, and again, this is a second-year Batman, okay? This is not a 20-year Batman. This is not a Dark Knight Returns Batman. Ben Affleck was a Dark Knight Returns Batman. So, yes, obviously, that fit, that big, huge, just monster of a Batman, sure. This is a second-year Batman. Second-year Batman, I think his build is pretty damn good. Just saying. And I love the fact that they showed that in this trailer because now it's like, yeah, can people kind of shut up now? I think he's looking pretty jacked right here.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
Did we just see some humor right here? Oh my God, guys. Did we just see humor in this movie? We did. I think it's, well, kind of humor. I mean, I'm not saying that just made everybody laugh, but I mean, it's kind of something.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
Look at this fight choreography. Come on. They team up. Look at this. Oh, that's sexy. Come on. Look at that. Ah, just slamming her right on that table right there. Look at that. Bam. Ouch.
Nice ring.
New friend of yours?
I'm not so sure.
Sexual chemistry. Then we got the Riddler right here with a fucking sniper rifle. Jesus. This guy is hardcore. Edward, what are you doing?
Ask the truth about this.
Look at that. And we got a shot of Gotham City right here. I don't know if anybody's pulled any Easter eggs out of this. I don't think so, but man, this is a pretty beautiful shot. I mean, I saw the O'Shea right here, and I was like, oh, is that like a Mad Hatter kind of Easter egg? I doubt it, but seems like it's pretty like, it's nothing like too much, but I love, Gotham Empire right here. We've got the Gotham Tribune right there. And then, of course, we got the droplets thing that is happening, which we've seen behind the scenes right here. You got the YMCA. That's cool. But, yeah, it's a cool little shot. I mean, it's just definitely, the tone, the aesthetic of this movie is just, fuck, man. I'm just loving every second of it.
We call a city. You're part of this, too.
You're part of this, too.
How am I part of it?
Okay, so with the last trailer, when we saw the opening with this, so Batman is a part of this raid to get Edward. Look at him. Look at that. Yeah. It's like he's afraid of him. I think he's a little bit afraid of Edward.
Not as smart as I thought you were.
Not as smart as I thought you would. Look at that shot. Look at that shot. I mean, Matt Reeves, man. He flat out said, hold my beer when it came to this movie. I don't know about you guys, man, but this fucking shot right here. I skipped the Riddler clue. What Riddler clue? Are you talking about? What Riddler clue? You talking about right here? Somebody said.
Trust you to unmask the truth
That?
about this cesspool we call a city.
Yeah, the cesspool we call a city.
You're part of this too. How am I part of this? Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. So he knows.
All these
So he knows. He knows after the PG.
years.
Where it all began. So basically, this is what's so great about having the Riddler being like the main baddie of this first one, because it's just going to send Batman down like this crazy rabbit hole, pardon the, that pun, but it's going to send him down this crazy rabbit hole of just trying to figure things out. We're going to get such a noir detective story. Oh, God.
You lied to me, Alfred.
Look at that. You lied to me, Alfred? So we're going to have some conflict, which obviously we always have conflict between Bruce and Alfred, but I love the fact that he said, you lied to me, Alfred? Come on.
You lied to me, Alfred.
Oh, the fucking fighting is just going to be fantastic. Boom.
We all have our scars, Bruce.
He's still away.
He's involved in this? No, he's not involved. How do you know?
Grappling hook. Remember, we saw that shot. We saw this shot right here.
Involved in this? No, he's
I love that. So this dude right here is like, he's involved in this? What the?
not involved. How do you...
Oh. So, look. So the grappling gun, I guess he just like does like a motion and it comes out and he just does that. He's not pulling it out of his belt for sure. He's just doing like a little thing where it's got a little mechanical thing where it just kind of shoots out of his gauntlet right there. So that's cool.
How do you know? He's a vigilante.
Yeah, you gotta love some grappling hook Batman.
Selena, don't throw your life away.
See?
Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
Love that line. Don't throw your life away. She's all, don't worry, honey. I have 9 of them. Oh, so good.
Hey, honey, I got 9 of them.
Badass.
It can be cruel, poetic, or blind,
Jeez.
but when it's denied, it's through violence you may find.
Justice. The answer's justice.
Damn.
Come
on, man.
Let's get into some trouble.
So he's part of that too. So when they go in this nightclub right here, we got Bruce that's also walking around in here too. So that's interesting. That shot. See, and then of course them two just fighting each other. This shot, good lord! Get the fuck out of here, man. Man. Of course, he's like, his entire costume's bulletproof. There's like a TV spot that came out. Apparently, the cow's bulletproof. I don't know how it is. Doesn't seem like it would be. But he does get shot in the cowl, and it's bulletproof. Obviously, Batflex, I mean, was entirely bulletproof too. But man, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, this right here, when he just like grabs the nozzle of the rifle and just pulls it down as it's firing. Jesus Christ. Just good stuff. I think the fight choreography is going to be pretty top notch in this damn thing. Boom! Just, God damn. That's just good stuff right there. I'm sorry. I know there's still people that are like, what the fuck? And, you know, complain about certain things. But, man, that's just pure sex. Pure sex. Anybody else hard? Oh, my God. Relax. No, but that looks good. We don't need any more trailers. We don't. Okay, the 3 trailers. We're good now. I think we're pretty satisfied with trailers. I think we can be okay with no more trailers until March. Anybody else with me? I don't need more trailers. I think I've had enough. That's enough. I'm satisfied with all 3 of these trailers. Have been just fucking fire up our asses, man. Jeez. Ugh. Yeah. You got a Ralph Boner? Yeah, I definitely do. Jeez. I just love. I mean, it's got. There's so many. You could tell how like the different kind of layers when it comes to this movie because Matt Reeves obviously. We're getting a Bruce Wayne that is not giving a shit about being Bruce Wayne. That's the thing. That's what I've gathered from all the trailers is the fact that, and just the information, is the fact that this Bruce Wayne doesn't give a shit about doing any kind of change as Bruce Wayne, it seems. It seems like he doesn't care. He's obsessed with being Batman. Just purely obsessed with with the demon that he created, I guess, for himself. His alternate ego. He's much more obsessed with that. And I think what we're going to see when he grows throughout the movies that he's just going to grow into that Bruce Wayne that's actually going to like instill like, hey, maybe at the end of this movie, he's got to realize I got to change as Bruce Wayne. I really got to change as Bruce Wayne. I got to do more as Bruce Wayne. I got the name, I got the money and the power of Bruce Wayne to do more, to have some more change to happen in Gotham City. You know, it seems like the other Batmans we've always just touched on the fact that he's already, you know, they start off that right off the bat, but this one right here, he doesn't give a shit. Is Batman making $1 billion? Yeah, there's a possibility. That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet if it did make $1 billion, but yeah, this movie, I mean, Matt Reeves definitely said hold my beer when it came to this movie because flat out, he was just made it darker. Obviously, it's got that 7 vibe, which I'm totally all about. It's super noir. It's super detective. Riddler was a great choice to open this up with. God knows like what's going to come down when it comes to the sequels. But man, just every little bit of this movie, just the way that Gotham looks. Apparently, from what I've gathered, it rains a lot in Gotham. It definitely rains a lot and throughout this movie, which adds to the atmosphere of the movie. And it's modern because obviously, you know, the cell phone and the video chat stuff, so very interesting because just the way that the Riddler is like doing all this and the way, I mean, it's not very Riddler-esque either, you know, really. That's what's kind of cool about it. I mean, you see Riddler with a sniper rifle. I mean, cool. I mean, you know, Edward. I mean, then we got to remind you, this is like an early Edward too. So yeah, it's just this movie. I watched this trailer in Vegas a couple of few times because there's just so much to look at when it comes to this. But I mean, did we saw some humor in there? My God, we saw humor. Get it out now. He said, you have so many. Now, I don't know if that's. I'd say that's just a little light conversation between Batman and Selina. So we're gonna obviously see Selina's apartment, which of course we would. But yeah, I can't wait for March. That's going to be the next big, huge movie right there. And just inject it into my fucking veins right now. Please. Please and thank you. She has a lot of cats. She likes the strays. So, but, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. You know, no Twitter questions or anything like that because we're already like an hour and like 40 something minutes into this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, but You guys have a safe night tonight. Like I said, I'm going to go to my friends shortly after I do some stuff here. I'm going to head over there and have a good time tonight with all of them. And hopefully you guys have a good night tonight too. Happy New Year. Let's go into 2022. Let's go in a little more positive. Let's go into there. Let's have some fun. We're going to be eating pretty damn well. I mean, you know, luckily we had Zack Snyder's Justice League. That was the DC content that was full of, that was a 5-course meal. A 7-course meal, if you really want to think about it. That was a 7-course meal. It came out. We achieved that. Always think about that. Always think about what we accomplished, and we all did it. Again, whether you only tweeted out, released the Snyder Cut once, or you tweeted it out tens of thousands of times. Doesn't matter. Everybody helped. The people helped getting that out there. Who the hell cares who helped more or whatever the fuck? The fact of the matter is we got it out there. And that was pretty much, we got the Suicide Squad, but, a lot of us were kind of like, it was all right. It's fine. Some people hated it. Some people loved it. Who cares? Let them love it. I thought it was all right. It was fine. It's fine. But when it came to DC content, movie content, I should say, I think Zack Snyder's Justice League just, it was fine. That's all I needed last year. But going into 2022, we're definitely going to be filling up on DC content. But we're going to be filling out a lot of content. We still got Doctor Strange that's coming out. We got Morbius coming out next month. We got a lot more stuff, and then just other movies in general. It's gonna be a good year. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna have some fun. Continue having fun. There's gonna be some more stuff, hopefully some more segments that I've been thinking about doing on the channel, and some changes and whatever the hell. We're gonna be doing that, and of course, I think that Casual Batman guy is gonna be definitely coming back. I think he's just been off fighting crime, or he's in a gutter or a dumpster somewhere, drunk. Passed out. Maybe that's where he's at. I should probably look up to that, but look forward to that too. But anyways, cheers, guys. Have a good New Year. Be safe, and let's have a good 2022. I know things are still a little not so great when it comes to stuff, but it seems like it's getting better, even if it doesn't seem like it isn't. But anyways, cheers, guys. Love you guys, and Happy New Year. And I will definitely talk to you guys out. Talk to you guys next week. We'll be in the normal. We'll have the normal schedule when it comes to Film Junkee Lives, all that stuff. But anyways, I'm rambling. I love you guys. Happy New Year.